display this, put it down here, show this, palm the card, throw this onto my lap, and I'm going to pause right there. This should still look like the torn card, but as you can see, it's not. The Queen of Clubs here. So I have the Queen of Clubs. I'm just going to move the deck here and put the Queen of Clubs here. And in that action, it looked like what happened is what I said happened, whereas the switch took place in all that movement. I'm MADISON. Welcome back. Thanks for being here. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to achieve a trick called repair. A few videos back, I showed you how to fix a torn playing card using the snap change, but it wasn't very practical, it wasn't very easy, and it was angle sensitive, so I followed that up with a video called the fix. Another method for fixing a torn playing card. It was much more practical. You could do it at pretty much any angle, and you could do it with a signed playing card. However, still it involved a gimmick, and that brings us right here today to repair. Although this is a very visual trick, you see the torn corner being ripped from the card, you see this card, you see the corner, and then you see the corner being put back on the card, at which point it is shown to be completely repaired. It does require more brain power, more attention on the sleight of hand techniques that you are going to use to achieve repair. So I'm going to show you the method and everything that you need up front, and then we'll get to the sleight of hand, and then you can decide if this is for you or not. You're going to need, for repair, you're going to need a duplicate playing card. Essentially, we're going to tear a playing card right in front of our participant, and then we're going to switch this playing card, the torn playing card, for a intact, complete playing card right in front of them, with thanks to the MAD switch. Now, this is pretty heavy in terms of sleight of hand, but I'm going to make it as easy as possible for you to follow along and learn. Ideally, you want to be in the same situation as me. You want to be sat at a table. But saying that, we can take it from this position, from this situation, into a walk around situation. But I'm going to save that for a different video for the maligns, because that's a little bit more difficult, a little bit more advanced. I have my Queen of Clubs, which I'm going to tear. I don't want to tear any more cards because I've torn through a lot already, so I'm just going to use this one for the demonstration. I have the other Queen of Clubs on top of the deck, and I have the deck in the ideal position for me to be able to pick this card up with my free right hand in a tenkai palm, just like this. So you might want to help yourself by bending the card a little bit like this, so that when it's on top of the deck, in fact, if you watch back on the demonstrations, you'll see this in the deck. You'll notice the top card looks like this. This just allows me to relax my hand. By the way, the deck's in the position where my hands naturally rest like this. So my hands are going to naturally rest on the edge of the table, and the deck is right there in position so that I can just do this, connect with the deck, and now I have that card in a very relaxed tenkai palm. That's the first thing you need. We take the other card, the duplicate, and we're going to tear that corner off right in front of our participant. As much as this is about sleight of hand and the MAD switch, which is going to achieve the switch, this is a marriage of behavioral patterns. It's like a dance, and the best way for me to explain it is to go through it. It might get a little bit complicated, and I'm sorry if it does. I'll try my best to just stick to the sleight of hand for now, just to show you. So we tear the corner off, so we can make this look real anyway, like this. Pull. So now I'm going to display both pieces separately. So displaying the corner allows me to bring this forward into view so that I can draw attention to it. This is the corner. I'm going to put the corner down in a very specific position and direction. So I'm going to put it down like this, forward, about 3 inches in front of the deck. Now I'm going to take this card, the torn card, forward to bring attention to it like this, and a few things are going to happen at the same time. Firstly, this card is offering shade for the deck, because this hand, now that it's put this corner down, the hands are going to switch places like this. This is what I mean by a marriage of movements. It's like a dance. So the corner goes down here as this card comes forward. This hand has nothing to do now, so it's going to relax in its natural position. Right, so I need to make it look natural. So I'm just going to put my arm down like this as I bring attention to this card. Look where my hand is. It's in perfect position just to be very relaxed and take that top card in a tenkai. Now, I don't have to use much muscle. I just have to relax my hand over the top of the deck, and I pick that card up very naturally without really trying. Now, this happens as a motion. So I've torn, this goes forward to draw attention to it. Now they switch places. This goes here. my hand relaxes as I display this. As soon as I'm confident that I've got this card, that I've managed to palm this card, I now bring this back out of the way for a moment, because this hand is now going to pick the corner back up. However, I can't pick that corner up with this card in my hand, so this is when the switch happens. Nobody's looking at your hands at this moment. They're going to be watching this card go back, but this hand is going to cause an instant natural moment of misdirection, not direction, but direction of attention towards the corner. So I've got a card palmed here, this comes back like this, and I pick the corner up, and then I hold it in place like this. Now I've just done the switch. Hopefully I've managed to get it past this camera didn't see it, but it was as easy as that. And it looks like I'm just holding the corner against the torn card, but the switch has actually been achieved. Now, the torn card has been dropped to my lap, so I've lapped that card in this motion of going back and forth. And I'll put this down as I display this. I'm picking up the Queen of Clubs here. I've already got her in Tenkai palm. Now when this comes back, because I'm sat at a table, I'm just gonna drop this card to my lap. Right, I'm not gonna throw it, I'm just gonna let it slide out of my hand. And my hands are in natural position. As this hand goes forward, this hand's gonna come into my body a little bit so that there's a slight crossover, so that I can take this card out of my hand, allowing me to pick this up. So this should still look like the torn card. Put it down here, show this, palm the card, throw this onto my lap, and I'm gonna pause right there. This should still look like the torn card, but as you can see, it's not the torn card, it's here. But there's a few fascinating things happening here. Because of where my hand is, I don't have to hide this corner because my hand's naturally in the way of it. It still looks like the card because you can't see the torn corner. So your mind tells you that it's still there. So therefore your mind tells you it's the same card. As I pick this corner up, I need to make sure I pick it up exactly right so that I can do this. So in this position, I reach forward for this, and then I pull it up to this card like this so that you can't see the corner, and I make sure that I keep that corner hidden, and now I straighten it up pretty quick in front, and now I can afford, now that I've got it in position, I can afford to show the whole card. So at this point I'm wanting my participant, my audience, to believe that I'm holding the torn corner against the torn card. We'll come back to this bit in a moment because I've got a lot of notes on this, but let's go back to that move. When I say the mad switch, let me show you the mad switch with two cards, because the original mad switch is this. So I'll put the deck here. The deck is going to allow me to execute the switch between the Queen of Clubs and the Nine of Clubs. I'm going to have a Nine of Clubs in Tenkai palm here at the edge of the table. I display the Queen. I'm going to hold her in my hand like so. Now I'm going to move the deck from here to here, and in that motion I managed to switch the Queen for the Nine of Clubs. I'll do a quick run through on this. There's a tutorial, full tutorial. I'll leave a link in the description. Nine of Clubs here, Queen here, deck here. This is just a motivation for distraction. So I hold the Queen, I let her fall into my hand like this. I'm not even trying to palm her, I'm just keeping her in my hand like this. And now as this hand goes over to move the deck from here to here, it crosses over this hand because I've set it up this way so that it has to. So it looks very natural, this hand going across to move this deck. As I go across, I simply take that card out of my hand with my thumb like this, and now I take the deck and put it here. I keep this face down so no one can see the switch, and it still looks like the Queen of Clubs. This situation that I'm in, the Queen of Clubs is here. It's now being put into a very natural gambler's cop. This demonstrates that you don't have to be at a table to achieve this. You can be stood at a bar in a position where you don't have to lap anything, but because we're sat down, I'm going to take advantage of any situation that I'm in. So because I'm sat down, I'm going to take advantage of my lap. So to look at that at full speed, once again, taking advantage of lapping this time. I have the Man of Clubs here, the Queen of Clubs here. So I have the Queen of Clubs. I'm just going to move the deck here and put the Queen of Clubs here. And in that action, it looked like what happened is what I said happened, whereas the switch took place in all that movement. So I managed to hide the switch in the unjustified action, in that sense, of moving the deck from here to here. Obviously, in a trick within a trick, you would have a reason to do that. That would be a part of the trick, but that allows us, that facilitates the switch. So now take that switch and apply it to this situation. The motivation, where in that case it was the deck, which also my arm going across my body offers so much shade, more shade than we need even. Your instinct will make you do this. It will make you grab, right? It's gonna make you do this. That's a big move that's gonna draw a lot of attention. It's a move that shouldn't be happening because you have one card in your hand, so why would the fingers and your thumb be moving when they don't have to? Because all you're doing is bringing the card back here. I know it's impossible to completely stop all those movements, but you can lessen them and make them smaller. Charlie, please be my participant. Charlie, look, I tear the corner off of Queen of Clubs, right? Put it here, and look, that's the torn Queen of Clubs. Slow motion time. Once you go to pick the corner up, you're at risk of this card being seen as fully restored. That's why this hand is so important at this point. Keep my right hand in front of this card so this corner can't be seen. As I'm picking this piece up, I can allow my hand and the piece itself to cover that fully restored corner. Now, all I'm doing, I'm raising it up and I'm aligning it with the corner itself like this, and then I'm just holding it in place. So it looks like the torn card with a torn corner. And the rest now is just getting rid of this piece to show a restored card. There's a few interesting ways of doing this. I found my preferred best way of doing this is from this position. If you bend the corner like this, it proves at the very last moment that you haven't done anything. So I do this, I bend back for a moment, and then turn my hand up, put it in my hand like this so you can still see it's two pieces. You have to make sure as well that my fingers and thumb are holding these as if they're two separate pieces, because if you hold them like this, obviously it's already happened, or obviously that's strange. You wouldn't be able to hold two pieces like this. So it's here, here, and then pop. Nice little pop shows that the card has fully restored. The corner is being repaired back onto the card. Meanwhile, I just have this piece in my hand. So to break that down, from here, bend, hand goes around the back, thumb connects with the corner, and I just pull it into my hand, and then I slowly tilt my hand back so that obviously you can't see this. Tilt my hand back, and then slowly pull the card like this so that the corner can pop away, but also my hand grips onto this corner so that it doesn't fall out in that moment. So this is a nice moment, and that pop almost suggests that that's when the moment happened. They've now seen that the card is fully restored, but they can't see the face of it yet, so it's not a complete revelation. This gives us enough time to get rid of this. So I'm in this position, I pull, pop. This is the moment of magic, like what? It's restored. Notice my hand and the card, the dirty hand, is coming back towards the edge of the table. As I slowly turn this over, I can lap that corner piece into my lap and come back with a full display of a fully restored Queen of Clubs. Of course, I have a lot more to say on this. I could have gone into so much detail, but I'm always very aware that the YouTube audience prefers the shorter videos, so I save the longer edits of these videos and all the minute details for them Alliance only at MADISON.ist. So if you want to see an extended, longer version of this, and if you want to hear me go into more detail about repair and about other tricks and different ways of doing this and different ideas with repair, then head over to MADISON.ist. I have some huge news on the way that affects the entire playing card industry, so stay close for that. Make sure you subscribe. Thanks for spending this time with me. I'm Donnie on MADISON, and this was Repair. See you next time.